aimed. Understand? We always want to keep her because if we just want some pussy, then none of this matters. But no man ever just wants some pussy from a high quality female of value. We always want to keep her because she is rare, precious, and valuable, like I just now said. There is nothing that gives a man more confidence than a woman he knows no other man can have. So that is why your body count matters. And at the end here, I told the feminists, if you're going to hop on this post to give your viewpoint, let it be known that you can't do what we do. We're on two different avenues here of energy. You understand? And I'm not saying that you know, men can be whores and women can't be whores. You just got to understand that men are never, ever going to be viewed in the same light as women. 1. 2. Men are not ever going to be valued in the same manner. When you look at a guy who slept around with multiple people, in society, they actually look at dude, and if he actually has this with this female, and he has a kid with her kid, and he's taking care of all of them, in society actually look at that as something good. You understand? If he actually goes and he actually has multiple females and he actually takes care of them, society looks at that as good. Now, if he just goes out there and he hoes himself out and he doesn't take care of any of his kids, then society looks at him as a piece of shit. So he's not valued based off of him giving up on his body, giving his dick. He's valued off of what he produces off of that and if he's responsible for it afterwards. Your value is based off of the amount of men that have entered into your body and not your complete value, just your sexual value. Do you understand what it is I'm saying? Just your value in regards to a relationship or in regards to the exclusivity that somebody may think that they're getting that they're not. And when I say that, I spoke to my friend about this. And he said this. He said, I had a girl, and it was only one girl, and she was this esoteric girl. And she lived in our town, and it wasn't a big town. And I ended up talking to her, and we hit it off. And I was like so lucky. She was so beautiful and so knowledgeable. And afterwards, I ended up talking to a guy, and I was like so proud, and this, that, and the third. And I told dude, and come to find out, like, and I was young at the time, and she was a little bit older than me. Come to find out, this dude, who was 3 years younger than me, not conscious, not healthy, had no knowledge at all, he had already smashed. Bruh, I completely lost interest. I didn't feel special anymore. She didn't possess the same value that she had before that. Alright, so when I say your body count is your value, like, we need to just stop whoring away as if our body counts don't matter when we know they do. They do. You can't call a guy a player or community dick if he's not handing out community dick and collecting bodies. You can't call somebody a hoe or a thought if they're not giving away their body. We came up with the term thought, that hoe over there. How? Because we know her body count has exceeded that which it should have. Okay? You are supposed, at the end of the post I said, you are supposed to be virgins. Period. Not ran through queens. Ladies, don't have a conniption. Alright? I'm not saying you're supposed to be a goddamn virgin. If you're not a virgin, you're unpure, you're not worthy of a goddamn man, just stay in the fucking house, you'll never be beautiful, nobody wants you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's a starter point of purity. You're supposed to be virgins, not ran through queens. You're supposed to be virgins. There's no queen throughout time that was ran through. Every single queen or whatever she was honed as a queen from the time she got up to the time that arranged marriage to the time that prince took her hymen. This is what used to go on years ago. The vagina, the sacredness, the virginity, it was something that was precious. It's not anymore, and I'm just trying to point that out. Okay? You don't have, in this day and age, I'm not saying if you're not a virgin, you're less than. I'm just telling you, there's a 0 point of purity that's possessed. And as time goes on and the body count goes, you have to admit that the purity goes along with that. Okay? Yeah, we do a good job of cleaning up our trauma, childhood regression, going over all our sexual trauma, cleaning ourselves up and fixing our personality and compartmentalizing a lot of our mental issues. But we cannot act like multiple dudes going in us over and over and over again doesn't affect our psyche. We can't even act like as men that having sex with multiple women over time doesn't affect you as a man. After a while, you're going to just start to devalue women and not look at them as special because you can consistently have so many. A low body count increases your value exponentially. But if you want to glorify hoeing and your freedom of sexuality, that's cool. But don't get upset when men just want to fuck you and keep it moving. All that sexual trauma, late nights partying, being passed around, used up sexually, and emotional muck is not wifey material. And throughout history, it never has been. Damian Michaels, why your body count matters. Peace.